If you're having issues with your vehicle where you're having EVAP codes, either a small leak or a large leak, and you're not sure how to identify what you need to replace on what's leaking on your vehicle, you have a couple different options. If you've seen some of my other videos out there on these 3.6 engines on the GM side, whether it's a Traverse or Enclave, or this is a 2011 Buick Lacrosse we have here, see some of the other videos I put out there in regard to the purge valves. Those are a pretty common problem on some of these 3.6 motors. With that said, if you have something else where it's not the purge valve and you're struggling on where the leak is at, really the best bet in order to figure out where the leak is at is to use one of these smoke machines. The one that we're going to be using here today is the AutoLine Pro. So my goal here today, we'll hook this machine up. I'll show you what all the stuff you get with this kit here. Then I'll show you how you can very easily identify where your leak is coming from with this tool here. Moving on to what's included in this kit. So this is the AutoLine Pro with the built-in motor. Now there's a couple different versions they make. There's one that doesn't have a motor, which basically means you need to hook this up to a compressor to get the air to allow the smoke to go through this system. This one's just a little bit more expensive and has this included pump that's on the top. So it's an all-in-one solution. You don't need to have a separate compressor to run it. So here's our pump and our smoke machine. It's also going to include some of this smoke fluid. Keep in mind, if you look at some of the other ones out there, not all of them will include this. You can use some baby oil as well. It's essentially what some of this stuff is, but it is nice that this one includes it. It's going to come with your adapters here in order to connect to your smoke machine. Then also you got a couple cables that are going to go to your battery in order to operate this. It's going to include a marble, and what that little marble is used for, and I'll show you the directions here in a minute when we start this, but that's going to go on the bottom, and that's going to show you how much fluid you need to put in there. It's also going to include that nozzle there, which is going to go on the end of this included hose in order to put that into, a vacuum line or wherever you're going to install it. So that's everything that's included. They do also make a couple optional attachments as well. So this one here is an EVAP service port adapter. So if you have one of those vehicles, I don't think this vehicle has one here, but I know some of the GM 3800 motors where you have that green service port on the EVAP line. What you can do is pop that cap off. You can take this included tool here and you can remove that Schrader valve out of there. Then you can install this in there. And that's just an easy way for you to quickly, hook this up to a line in there. On this vehicle here, what we're going to have to do is we're going to disconnect the line off the purge valve because I'm pretty sure our leak is in the back of the vehicle towards the canister. So that's how we're going to do it here. But if you have one of the vehicles with the green service port, this is really a good option that goes with this as well. So I'll put links in the description to all this. So to get this hooked up, the first thing you want to do is figure out where you're going to be connecting this line. So on this 3.6, I'm going to be just disconnecting this line here off of the purge valve. And all you got to do is just push that little white clip up and this should pop off. Then I'm going to insert the end of our smoke machine right here into this line. So depending on which vehicle you have, obviously this could be different, but on this 3.6, this is the one I'm going to be using. To get our smoke machine ready here, they do include this very good diagram here on what you got to do. So we're first going to remove the top. Then you're going to see there's that marble I talked about earlier. You're going to put that in there and you're going to dump the fluid until it gets past that marble. That's how you know you have enough fluid in there. And the fluid needs to be dumped across that wick. Connect your nozzle over there to the EVAP port that we just disconnected. Then you're going to connect this other end here to the battery. So first we'll open up this. So push this to the left. And this should come off. And there is the inside of our canister. So there's that wick in the bottom. So first drop in the included marble. We'll go ahead and hook this nozzle up here to our hose. And hook the other end of that to our smoke machine. Then we'll take our included smoke fluid, and again, as I mentioned there before, if yours doesn't come with one, you can always use baby oil here, but it is nice that this one here comes with it. So then we're going to put that cap on there, and we're going to dump our fluid over top of that wick on there until we get to the top of that marble. Just make sure when you're doing this, you are dumping this smoke fluid on top of that wick there. We'll go ahead and install this. To get this installed here on the top, if you remember To open it, you loosen it to the left there, and then to close it, you're going to turn it to the right. So you're going to start it like this, put this part here, likewise on the other side, get those lined up. And you're going to start there on that side, then rotate it to the center, which will get it in the complete lock position. Just like that, and just verify those are still tight on both ends. And you can go ahead and set this back on there. And take this included hook, and you can just thread that back on there as well. Then the last step here, take your battery cables. You're going to take this part here and thread it onto the machine. And to get this connected, just pay attention to those two little holes. There's two little electrical prongs there. You got to make sure you line those up. Then once you feel it snap in, then tighten that down. Then take your motor wiring here and install it over here until you hear it snap in place. Just like that. And you can leave this wherever you want, but I'm going to hang it up here on the hood. Then finally, simply connect your negative and your positive here to your battery. Alright, so now that we have everything set up, the first thing we need to do here is we need to disable the vent valve. If you're not familiar with these EVAP systems, that vent valve by default is open. So if you just leave it as is, you're going to run this thing and you're going to have it venting right out of the vent valve, and you're not going to be able to really diagnose what you're doing here. So what we need to do is hook it up to our scanner. So go to Engine Control Module, go Active Test, EVAP, EVAP Purge Seal. We got the all-wheel drive here. And you can see there it's defaulted to venting. So we must close this. So in order to close it, we'll hit our not venting. And we can see that it immediately closed that vent valve. So now the system is closed back there. So now we can begin our test. If you don't do this, what's going to happen is you're going to run this smoke through the system, and it's just going to keep venting out of the vent valve. So you need to make sure you close this before you start this test. Then to start our machine, on the directions it says we must do heat only option for a minute and let this warm up. So we'll select heat only and let that run for about a minute. Switch it up to the other heat option, and now we can hook this up to our line back there and begin the test. So we'll come back here, take our purge line, and then we're going to insert this on the end. Alright, so after you get it connected there, now just go to the back of the vehicle and look at all your lines, your canister, and your gas tank cap over there, and just see if you can see where it's leaking at. We'll first come over here to the canister, and I looked all through there and I don't see anything leaking. And I checked the line coming over here as well, so this isn't our problem. And then come over here to your gas cap and just verify that's not leaking, because this is a common problem as well. And it looks like that is perfectly fine as well. And after going around the vehicle a little bit, I do hear a hissing noise underneath the vehicle. So I'm going to go under here and see what we got. Yeah, and it looks like we have a leak. Yeah, so right there, if you can see, that is where it's a little bit moist. And we do see our smoke coming out of there. So I believe that is just the filler neck that goes up to our gas tank. So we confirmed that is where we're leaking from. Alright, so now after you confirm where your leak's at, we'll go turn our machine off and we can disconnect things here. Alright, so then after we're done there, don't forget to turn our EVAP back to venting here. And we can escape out of here and we're done with that. Alright, so after you confirm where your leak's at, you're going to want to leave that canister up there for a couple minutes because it is hot. You don't want to set it down on anything. But as you saw there in this video, we literally found our leak in a couple minutes back there where that line was going to our fuel filler neck. And if you have one of these Lacrosses or Chevy Impala between the years of 2010 2018, you might have this exact same problem where it's leaking back there. So you might want to double check it. But with that said, if you want to verify for sure where it's leaking, check out one of these AutoLine smoke machines. I think you'd be surprised for the price. This thing was only like $70, and I'll put some links in the description. You can very easily find your leak within minutes, and it's already paid for itself the first time you use it. So if you're struggling with where this is leaking at, check out one of these. I guarantee you'll find your problem in minutes, and you'll be able to resolve it at home and save yourself hundreds, if not thousands of dollars versus taking it somewhere. So hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, please give me the thumbs up. If you're interested in more content like this, please hit that subscribe. But again, I hope this helped you out, and thanks for watching.